Hello there, so it's still rosehip time. Very much enjoying the experience of connecting with these beautiful little fruits. And what I do is just rub each one for any loose bits, and that goes into the rubbish bowl, and I end up with a bowl full of cleaned ones. So as I've been doing this, I've been aware of something, which is that when people start to clean, when people want to release the negative emotions, when people want to become more healthy in their lives, one of the things that can become a bit of an obstacle for them is if they've got some resentment or some deep-seated anger about an event from the past, and they just feel unable to release it. So what today's film is all about is the giveaway. So what I will do now is I'm just going to wander over here and show you. So when the rosehips are done, they go into the oven, and what I did is I actually use a thermometer and I put a little mark at the right temperature on the dial there. So I just set the dial to the right spot. I know that's 50 degrees. And then what I do is I take these out and I give them a little squeeze. Now when it reaches the point that each one I squeeze is hard, then I know they're ready to come out. There's a little bit of give in these, some a little bit of softness. So that's not quite ready, it's nearly ready. This one's a little bit softer. And this one is still very fresh. So we need a little bit more time, but sometime today the top two trays will be ready. Right, so I'm going to invite you to come outside with me, and we're going to do the giveaway. So imagine a situation, something happened in the past. Maybe there was an argument, and maybe you never got the opportunity to say what you really needed to say. And because of that situation, you've been carrying around a lot of negative energy, a lot of anger, resentment, irritability, distress, whatever it might happen to be. So here is a practice which is something that anyone can do, and it's called the giveaway. And what you need to do this is you need some newspaper, and you need ideally a nice blunt pencil, and what you do is everything that you were never able to say to that person, now you simply write it all out. So the reason for the paper, that's newspaper, and the blunt pencil is you don't want to be looking at what you're writing, and you can be completely free what you want to say. I'm so fed up, I'm so angry, I'm so cross, whatever it is that you want to say, and the person, you did this, you did that, I feel this, I feel that, and you just write it all out. And you wouldn't care about the spelling, you're just getting those negative emotions out of your body onto the paper, getting them all down, everything that you never had a chance to say, just spewing it all out, really feeling those old feelings, getting them all out until finally you feel like that's it, I've done it, that's it. Then the very next thing to do is to take that piece of paper and to roll it up into a cone. And now what we need to do is we need to have a source of fire. So I'm just going to work with this candle here, and by holding the wide end in the candle, now notice I didn't read anything about what I wrote. I couldn't read it, and that was the beauty of it. And I'm burning it all up, so all those negative emotions, all those hostile feelings, they're all being burnt up, and I can watch it, and I can see it's all burning up and gone and gone and gone. And as I see that burning up, I'm releasing all those pent up feelings that I've been holding in my body for such a long time. And I watch until the last flames flicker and start to die out. And I have released. So it's a Native American practice, it's called the Give-away. And this is what I'm learning from Hawaiian shamanism, and you can learn this from many, many sources. The more we dwell upon our memories from the past of things which are negative, then what that does is that produces toxicity in the body. And that is one of the fundamental ways that people become ill and unwell and feel dis-ease. And by common sense logic, if we dwell upon an experience which was joyful, pleasurable, delightful, gave us real benefit, then that actually produces endorphins. And one of the things I love to do is to go into the sea or the river and immerse myself in the water. And what happened this morning is I went into a memory of going in the sea, which is something I did last week, and I remembered how it felt to stand next to the water. Then when I put my feet into the water, I felt the sun feeling of the cold in the water, and as I walked further and further into water, and finally I immersed myself in the water, and all those feelings, the endorphin rush that I get from doing that, made me feel so good. And here's the thing, the subconscious doesn't distinguish between the past, the present and the future. As far as the subconscious is concerned, everything is in the eternal now. So we have this great opportunity. We can dwell upon the negativity, we can dwell upon the pain and the hurt, and that can build more and more toxicity in our body. Or we can dwell upon the joy, the delight, the love, the pleasurable, and that will produce endorphins in our body, which is the feel-good hormones. It's all a choice. So my suggestion to you is, if you're struggling with letting go of anything negative, try the giveaway process. And remember, the important thing is I didn't read any of the words I wrote. I wrote them out on the newspaper and I set fire to them. I have watched them disappear. That's a great practice to put you back into your power. So remember, what you choose to remember, what you choose to dwell on, what you choose to give your energy to, that determines your life. It really is that straightforward. Thank you very much.